Chapter 15. On the sandy ground at the top of the highest hill, under the old oak tree in the Midville Forest Preserve, the last wave of the Red Ant Army attacks the entrance to the Black Ants' Hill. A line of giant-headed black soldier ants meet and mow down the charge, easily chopping the red ants to pieces with their jagged, oversized mandibles. The invading red ant army is reduced to a scattering of heads, abdomens, and thorax parts, bent feelers, and ripped-off legs. The black ant army is victorious. A speck appears in the blue sky near the horizon. The speck grows larger. The speck takes the shape of a bike flying above the ground, carrying a hunched-over figure. The flying bike zooms into full-size close-up, banks around the oak tree, and drops suddenly and quickly to the ground right next to the Black Ants' Hill. One large sneaker-covered foot swings over the bike and drops right on top of the band of black soldier ants, smashing two flat and scattering the rest. The kid wearing the sneaker sits down on the slate rock under the oak tree, folds his arms across his chest, and stares out over the whole town of Midville spread below, thinking 1,000 thoughts, electrical impulses in his brain jumping from neuron to neuron, oblivious to the ant chaos he has just caused under his rubber-tipped toe. Frank Einstein, because really who else drives a flying bike, thinks. The earth revolves, time passes. Frank feels flattened, like he has been stomped by a giant shoe. The ants next to Frank's sneaker begin digging a new tunnel, begin mounding a new anthill. Frank mutters darkly to himself. Best invention ever. Single drop of water. The Edison antimatter motor. Frank forms thoughts of smashing, breaking, throwing everything away. The earth revolves. Frank mutters more. Even Watson. Robots lost. Oh no, Grandpa Al. At your service. Frank looks up to see Grandpa Al, who has just stepped out from under the oak. Huh? How? What are you doing here? Grandpa Al slings off a small rucksack and sits down on the rock next to Frank. I heard about the science prize, and I didn't have any luck tracking down Clink and Clank, so I thought I might just hike up here and take in this great view. Frank looks out over Midville. Nothing great about it today. Everything is wrecked. What a disaster. Grandpa Al hands Frank his canteen. Oh, I don't know. It's pretty much the same world it was yesterday. Sun still shining, oak leaves still working their photosynthesis, these ants right under us still digging and hauling. Frank takes a long swig of water. It does taste good. But the science prize, Clink and Clank, your shop, your place. Oh, none of that's a big deal. You've still got that Frank Einstein brain of yours, right? Yeah. You're still Frank Einstein, right? Yeah. So you can keep asking questions and finding your own answers. We don't need trophies or prizes to do that. We are scientists. Frank looks down at his sneakers. He sees a familiar-looking shape, an insect leg, just like the one he found in his lab. Frank picks up the leg, crushes it between thumb and finger, and sniffs a familiar, sharp, magic marker scent. Right, says Grandpa Al. Suddenly, everything falls into place. Frank looks up. In his mind, he connects the insect leg, the kidnapping of the robots, the antimatter motor. Ant leg, says Frank. Ant leg, Mr. Chimp, Edison. That's it. Of course it is. Grandpa Owl leans back and takes in the view. Glad we could have this little chat. I know who kidnapped Clink and Clank. I know how Edison got the antimatter motor. I know where to go next. And I know what to do next. Then what are you waiting for? Frank Einstein, shake a leg.